Guys, Sean here at K2 Trades. Today I'm going to be going over the K2 pivot swing strategy, and this can be used on the 4-hour time frame and up. So first, you want to identify a strong trend. In order to do that, you just look at the K2 pivots and you make sure that they're pretty spread out like they are right here. As you can see, once they spread out like they did it off this candle right here, price started trending down pretty heavily. One way to identify when the trend isn't strong is right here. You can see that the pivots are not very spread out. You can see they're spread out right here a little bit, and they trended up for a short period. But right here, as they got closer, they pretty much consolidated, for quite some time, for about a couple days, maybe weeks. So that's how you could identify if the trend is strong or not. So once the first requirement is met, next you want to identify a retracement and rejection off a K2 pivot. So as you can see right here, price is trending down pretty strong, and then from this point right here, price retraced upwards and rejected off this K2 pivot over here. So once those two requirements are met, you just need to identify a valid K2 momentum signal. If you guys aren't familiar with the K2 momentum signal, they're pretty much these vertical lines on the chart, and in order for it to be valid, a sell signal would need to have a red candle. Similarly, with a buy signal, it would have to have a green candle. So let me show you guys an example of an invalid K2 signal. Right here we have a sell signal, but it's with the green candle, so it would be invalid. In order for it to be valid, it would have to be red with a red candle right here, and right here as well. Alright, so once you identify a strong trend going downwards, you identified a retracement upwards and a rejection off a K2 pivot like you did right here. Lastly, you just want to identify that a valid K2 momentum signal has appeared. This is going to be your catalyst when entering any trade, pretty much with every other K2 strategy that we apply. So once those three requirements are met, you're just going to enter on the open of the following candle, just like we do with every other K2 K2 strategy that we use. So right here, we'll put a short position off this candle right here because all the requirements were met, and the catalyst, like I said earlier, would be the K2 signal right here. So pretty much if you enter this trade, obviously it was a clear winner right here. I can go ahead and rewind and show you guys an actual trade real time. So let's check this out. Grab the requirements again. I think they're right here. All right, here we go. So let's keep moving forward. So we've already identified the strong trend, because you can see right here, or actually, so this is a restart of the strategy. So let me move forward a little bit. Right here, you can see that the K2 pivots are pretty spread out, so this would be the strong trend downwards. So the first requirement is pretty much met already. Next, we just want to identify a retracement and rejection off a K2 pivot. So let's move forward a little further. So right here, price is trending down pretty heavily. You guys agree? And then we'll keep moving forward. You can see right here, price came down. It came up as a retracement because price came down, retraced upwards, and then rejected off the K2 pivots right here. So the first two requirements have been met. We've identified a strong trend downwards. We've identified a retracement upwards and a rejection off the K2 pivot. So once those two requirements are met, next you want to identify a valid K2 momentum signal. So let's move forward. Now, after the two requirements are met, we're just waiting for a sell signal now because we're taking a trade in the downwards direction. Okay, right here we have a sell signal. So let's go over the requirements again. First, you want to identify a strong trend. Right here, it's clearly turning down pretty strong because the K2 pivots are spread out. You can see level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. They're all spread out. They're not jumbled together. Next, we identified a retracement and rejection off a K2 pivot. So price came down right here, retraced upwards, and rejected off the K2 pivot. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 3 times, 4 or 5. So rejected right here, and then next, we identified a valid K2 momentum signal. Right here, we have a K2 sell signal, and it's with a red candle. So this would confirm that it's a valid K2 momentum signal downwards. So once we have that, we can enter on the open of the following candle. So we'll enter a sell position. And you guys can place your stop loss either at the previous swing, or you can put it at like one of the levels right here. It's really up to you. Generally, I like to put it at the previous swing, so I'd probably put it somewhere around here. But you know, if you want to add on more risk, you can always put it at the K2 pivot level, like this one right here or this one right here. So I'll just leave it right here for now, and then I'll just copy that to the profit target because I trade on a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And then pretty much there you go, hit profit target. So within these few candles right here, we would have hit a profit target of about 10,000 micro pips or 1,000 standard pips. So that's pretty much it, guys. You know, it's real simple.
K2, yeah, we headed for the top now. K2, yeah, we call it when it drop down.